Hi everyone, it's Desiree here from the Foundation for Human Kindness and Compassion, and we're live. Gosh, this is more nerve breaking than doing the video. So, as I've mentioned last week, we're going to go and talk today about loneliness. And this is in light of all the people that have passed on, and especially all those people that I admire, like Kate Spade. That's why I'm wearing her earrings today. Look, thank you, Kate. And of course, one of my boyfriends back in Sydney, Anthony Bourdain. The very witty Anthony Bourdain. And so he himself, even though how much money he's got, all the success he's got in his career are all happening, he still feels lonely. So today that's what we're going to go and talk about, because you'd think loneliness would be eliminated in this day and age, wouldn't you? Like with the prevalence of the social media, the smartphones, they're supposed to join people together in profound ways, which is impossible in the past. So why, with the advent of the internet at our fingertips, do so many of us still feel alone? Well, loneliness is a broad and difficult problem to address. Loneliness is also most importantly and unfortunately offer us little to do with how many friends you have, like what Anthony said, the money you have, how close you are with your family, and the lovers you had. It's more of a symptom of many causes, including depression, self-loathing, social anxiety, guilt, and past failures, to name a few. But the beginning of a cure for loneliness is on the inside, not the outside, okay? It's more about changing how you relate to yourself than how you relate to others. See, while all of us have experienced loneliness at some point, there are really so many versions of the emotion and innumerable situations that it can arise in. Oh, hey, Lorna, thank you. So there are also many solutions, and applying the wrong one can cause as much damage as not addressing your loneliness at all. For example, when you consistently make friends, that belittle you, disrespects you, and these people really cause you to feel alone, then making more friends really won't help at all. So it really defeats the purpose. So why is it so hard to really offer some sort of magic, all-in-one solution to this issue? Well, depression is mostly a westernized diagnosis. It's been so westernized, and that's why, like with my book, this one will tell you exactly how depression is not really universal. It really depends on your beliefs, what all the other things that you kind of have now. So what do you have to go and do to at least not feel lonely? Well, see, we all feel lonely. Like I had felt so much alone, especially when I was back in Australia by myself and married, and that's prior to all my families going to Australia. And I guess I have been already using Access, and that's why this book came in. And actually, this is my thesis for my master's in my behavioral health science. Um, so I guess we have taught people in the past, in Laguna, in Long Beach, more in OC, and this was ages ago. And even though they have learned how to use it, it kind of like it doesn't it doesn't become one of their really habit forming ones. It kind of like for them, okay, it's working and I'm okay, and then they forget it. So, and that is quite one of the hardest thing that you can do when you're using Access, because it is an everyday, like I said, you use your intuition every day, so it's really more of being in tune with yourself. So, like what Robin Williams said, I think Robin Williams said something before, like he said, I used to think the worst things in life was to end up alone. He said, it is not. The worst thing is to end up with people who make you feel alone. So that's why this raw talk will tackle it, and many other issues, that we're going to be having it on a live one. And today will be just the start of it. And in the next 4 weeks, by the time we get to August 16 will be when we will be, at the moment we still don't know what sort of platform we're going to go and have it for, whether that's going to be on a webinar, or we'll just do it live here on Facebook. So the foundation's website is at the moment being constructed, reconstructed. There's so much happening, not only just with the foundation, but the businesses around it that we're trying to go and really grow, so that at least there's some money coming or going back into the foundation. Because as you know, we are the ones that's looking after it, or at the moment really spending everything for it. So, okay, how do we go and really be in that mindset first? Because that's what we're going to go do in this last in the next 4 weeks. So, okay, I'm going to go teach you a little bit about just a small step, so that you can kind of like not feel lonely. Okay, first, and this is the very, very good first. Okay, you have to go and free yourselves from any other toxic people. Okay, whether that's relationship, whether that's your friends and situation, okay, that is not really for your highest good. You have to be open to making new connections, new ideas, meet new people and groups that will help you to expand your horizons in a very healthy and safe way. Okay, so that's one. Second, to be in the right frame of mind, you have to go and really think about your loneliness. Don't shy away from it. You have to kind of like embrace it and understand it. Okay, don't try to go and talk to yourself out of it or think positive. See, because you cannot apply the correct medicine or treatment unless you really understand the pain. So you really have to go and ask yourself why. Okay. See, asking the why would really help you to understand that process of change. See, each and every one of us is really scared of the change. Okay, things happen and we all get so anxious as to, this is a new thing, because we just want to be in that same comfort zone, and we cannot do that. If we have to go and grow, and grow by the way means in Access education, Grow means gaining relevant, omnipotent wisdom. Okay? You have to grow. Everyone has to grow. No one can really be stagnant. Okay? So you have to be really ready for this process of change. And to do that, okay, one exercise that we're going to go and do for the whole week prior to us meeting again, okay, for next week, next Tuesday, about the same time, 3 o'clock. See, you have to be mindful of this. When somebody asks you, how are you today? Isn't it normally you go say, I'm fine, you know, I'm good, I'm okay, or whatever. And that is either whether we just want to go make a little conversation or no conversation at all, okay? So what I want you to do is when somebody asks you, how are you? See, I don't want you to be saying fine, or because, see, fine really means this, okay? Fine means freaked out, you're insecure, you're neurotic, and you're emotional, okay? So I want you to really think about this one. This is not the fine that you want to be, okay? Because when you kind of like go and think that, you know, that is kind of like the main, or not really the main definition of it, but it's what people have put, words that have put in it, okay? Then it's kind of like very negative. So I want you to put your mindset into a more positive way, okay? And from now on, this is how you're going to go and think what fine means, okay? Fine means, finally, I now exist, okay? So you now exist. It means you are at the moment. You are aware, okay? You are so mindful of everything. Because there's really no need to go and think about the past, okay? Past is past. You can't really do much about it. What you have to go do is to go and change your way of thinking or the things and behavior so that you can go move forward, okay? And if you go and think about the future, okay, that's also not quite good because you'll feel so anxious. You'll feel all this anxiety building up, thinking up like, oh, okay, what's gonna happen and all that, okay? And, you know, so that's why it's much better that you be on the present than now, okay? Where you're mindful, you're aware. And so that's one of it, okay? One of the samples that we're going to go and do. And at least that will put you in a state wherein, okay, we all feel lonely at times, but then remember, loneliness is an emotion, okay? And emotion is more of it's more of a record that of the feelings that we had on or during that experiences, okay? So there's really nothing there. We are the ones that's putting the feelings in it, okay? The feeling is gone. All you've got is just the emotion, okay? And when you relive that, that is when you go and feel all this flooding of all the emotions that you felt when that was recorded, okay? So that's why emotion is just, you know, one of those really issue. Oh, it's not really an issue, but yeah. Okay, so what else? So what I want you to do, I want you to be mindful with the fine. And for next week, I want you to be able to go and give me some feedback as to what kind of experiences you've had in using it or being aware, you know, being aware in that time. So And maybe I can also go and tell you that on Saturday, the Foundation for Human Kindness will be having its will be at the Silayan Filipina Business Expo. That will be in Chula Vista, I believe it is. So would be nice to see you down there, and we can go have a chat. For the coming few weeks, I will be teaching you. Okay, I will be see my frame of reference. I'm a Catholic. Okay, I was brought up Catholic, so my frame of reference is God, Jesus, my Mama Mary, and everyone, because those are the ones that have really looked after me. So in the next 4 weeks as well, I just want to let you know that when you pray the Our Father, I want you to be able to go and really pray it in a way wherein you are also clearing all your chakras, okay? There is a way to pray the Our Father wherein it helps with our chakras, see? So that they will all be open and everything. Okay, so I guess that's for me, guys. Thank you so much for today. Lorna, thank you. Appreciate it so much. And so for next week, don't forget 3 o'clock. Bright blessings always. Access, cheers, abundance. Bye.